Hello, it's a new season and a new series. Welcome back, where it's access all areas to the 12 Premiership clubs. It's going to be another long season, and it's with the champions, Saracens, that we kick off this season at Behind the Badge. Now, that Saracens performance in the final is one that will live long in the memory, and the players are justifiably proud of their achievements, none more so than Mr. April. Oh dear. Now, of course, getting to the top is one thing, staying there something entirely different. The hard work continues here in the last of Saracens' pre-season friendlies against Connaught. Welcome to Behind the Badge. Today we catch up with first team coach Andy Farrell as we discuss the team's hopes and aspirations for the new season and how important it is to get off to a good start. Now, some say the greatest form of attack is defence. There's one man who lives his life by that motto. It's Paul Gustard. We talk to the players about all things pre-season and the unique atmosphere and events that Saracens provide to give them that extra motivation to defend their title. So after the most successful season in Saracens history, the big question is, can they maintain that momentum they've built so successfully over the last 2 years? Now, team spirit is never in doubt when it comes to Saracens. They are masters of doing things slightly differently. You only have to look around us now for this pre-season game to realise that point. Head coach Andy Farrell, here we are in the centre of the City of London, the HAC ground. Saracens don't do things normally, do they?
No, it's a great venue. The surface is unbelievable. I suppose it's hard for anybody in the city to get to a midweek game of an evening, so why don't we bring it to them?
Everyone talks about Saracens. You do things so differently. Pre-season preparation is vital, but let's go back right to the start of your pre-season, this road to Toulon, where did that idea come from, that you just abandon your players around Europe and get them to make their own way to the ground?
Our CAO, Edward Griffiths, is a bit crazy really, to be fair, but no, it's just something a bit different. We like to do something a bit different, so some things that the boys will remember. You know, we all want to finish rugby in our day, and I think we've had a great time, and it's memories like going all over Europe and taking 1 or 2 days to get to the venue that they will remember. You know, we train every day of the week, to be fair, and those training days will be long forgotten when they finish. It's the trips like to Toulon and South Africa that we'll remember forever.
Now, more often than not, last season, the Saracens' defence could be viewed as a steel shutter right across the pitch. Not many teams scored too many tries against Saracens, and perhaps their finest hour came in those dying moments of the Aviva Premiership final, when wave after wave of Leicester Tigers' attack was repelled by the Saracens players. The man responsible for that is Paul Gustard. Guzzy, good to see you.
Hello, mate.
What did it feel like in those last moments when Leicester were hammering away, and most people would have thought, this is Leicester, they'll score?
Well, yeah, I was nervous, obviously. I mean, I think we have a huge belief in the players. We have a saying, it's not about the players, it's only about the players. I think that 34 phases, I think it was, before they let the penalty, just an incredible performance from the guys.
Where do you find that strength? Where do you develop a defence like Saracens?
I think it comes from all aspects of our game, really. There's a belief within the club, there's a lot of love in the club, as we like to try and say. And we obviously train pretty hard. We train every day on our defence, and I'm fortunate being a defence coach that the club allowed me that time.
Some players must love it, must relish the contact, and must just want to tackle all day. Others, you must have to work a bit harder with them.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, because those guys love it so much, your Jack Burgers, your Brad Barrett, who's unbelievably been missed out by England again, Kelly Brown, Ernst Chabert, Scott Briss. I've got some fantastic players. And you know, they relish the tackling, they relish the competition, they relish the confrontation against another player.
Now, pre-season, a new season, new bag of tricks, I would imagine, that you have to try and conjure up ready for the season. You can't rest on what you've done the last 2 years, can you?
No, of course. I mean, we try and take a little bit of a lead from what's going on in the Southern Hemisphere. I have a few ideas that I thought defence was deficient on last year. Obviously, it wasn't loads of things, but there's certainly some things I was a bit unhappy with. So we're trying to put those into place in pre-season, and obviously over our trial games, and today we'll try and see how they come out.
So how many hours do you spend sat in front of a TV screen with the DVD playing again and again and again, and do you enjoy it?
Well, Depends what kind of DVD you say I'm watching. I was defensively, yeah, I spend a fair while, you know, but it's good, you know. It's a challenge, you know. It's a bit like chess, I guess. We'll try and see what they're going to do, see how I can outmaneuver them, see where I can place defenders that are going to be the best defenders and the best tacklers against certain threats. So from that, I like the challenge. The players like the challenge. That works well.
So the game in a few minutes' time against Connaught, you'll be watching it. Do you just watch the defence, or do you watch other aspects of it?
I watch it all, really. Obviously, I also do all the line-outs as well, which was pretty lucky last season. We obviously topped the league with that as well, so I had a good season last season.
Good luck here on the pitch in a few minutes' time. Cheers then. Thanks. It's night time and we've only just finished the game. Owen Farrell, a big game for you, more progression towards the start of the season. Probably the most important thing you're wearing with these so people could see you come the end of the game. Yeah. How did it feel out there? A bizarre situation, bizarre setting?
Yeah, you know, it is a unusual setting anyway, what with the office buildings and so on, but yeah, it was getting pretty dark towards the end. The referee called it time, but good day and all though, good win against what is a good team.
Everything ready, everything in place?
Yeah, we've improved, you know, day on day in pre-season, and just really looking forward to playing now. Really looking forward to getting the season started and playing that first game at Twickenham.
Charlie Hodgson in the Saracens ranks now. Saracens very adept at rotating squads, so I wouldn't have thought too many people view it as direct competition, but huge experience for you to learn from and draw from.
Yeah, it's brilliant having him around. You know, he's such an experienced player and a world-class player. You know, and over the short time he's been here, I can pick little things up of him in training, and hopefully I'll carry on learning a lot of him.
Well, Saracens' preparations for the season are almost complete. The end of their last pre-season match, and a man who played a big role in that, but then went on to do some extra fitness training at the end of the game, is Alex Good. Your first foray into pre-season was the road to Toulon, which is starting to bring on some mythical power around it. What on earth was this trip all about?
Well, to be honest, we didn't really know much about it. We were told to be at different places in England, pickups, and 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and we were taken to different airports, and we were only told when we were at the airport where we were going. So some guys went to, unlucky guys like ourselves, went to Carcassonne, which is very much a town for the olds, as the taxi driver told us. And the nearest club is 58 kilometres away, but some guys went to Barcelona or Lyon, Geneva, which were a bit more lively. And yeah, we had about a day and a half in these places, and then in different groups, about 6 or 7, and then we met up in Toulon for a tough week, and well, I say a tough week of sitting in the sun a bit and playing Toulon at the end.
Well, how does it feel now going into the season as the reigning champions?
It's obviously it's such a relief, I guess, at the end of that dramatic final, and such a high winning it. It was fantastic, you know, it's an unbelievable feeling. But we knew as soon as we came back for the first day of pre-season, you know, whether we'd won or lost, we would still be the same bunch of guys. And it's the same this year, you know, just because we're a top team, teams want to come and take us off that pedestal, and we're just going to make sure we work even harder. We don't rest on our laurels, and you know, with a few guys who were at the World Cup, we work really hard, and the young guys come in and do a great job.
So the sun sets on Saracens' pre-season preparation. Next up, it's the bright glare of the Premiership proper. They take on Wasps in the London double-header. Can they defend their title? We shall see. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a long, long and very hard season. Well, I'm off to New Zealand, where the Rugby World Cup is up for grabs, but you'll be able to get your regular fix of Premiership action right here on Behind the Badge. I'll see you when I get back. Bye-bye.